All right, welcome back. Under the rug as Jay sings throughout the intro. What you doing? Taking a selfie?
No, I was trying to find service.
But first, let me take a selfie.
But it's interesting how you holding the phone up trying to find service in the
Like
house too.
Simba.
Welcome back, people. I was missing last week. I do apologize. We had no show, but as many of you know, Hurricane Irma came through and ravished the southern Bahamas as well as some other countries in the southern Caribbean. Pure devastation. Luckily for us in the Bahamas, there were no lives lost, but a lot of people lost properties, lost vehicles, lost basically everything that they own.
And their minds.
Yes, exactly. Boy, look here. That's a good end. Are you, boy?
You redeem it.
Yeah, boy, look here. You redeemed your intro with your Simba selfie earlier. You redeem it.
Say on their minds.
We will be discussing how they lost their minds, Jay, because there are a lot of events that took place. Even it was so bad, Jay, that week before last I was on vacation
It's only Jay
out the country. Oh, sorry, I apologize.
Oh.
That's
That's why I wanted to put you in the middle.
Look here, light-skinned people.
So you can pay
Anyhow,
attention to you, Gail.
Anyhow, that bright glow that's coming from that side.
The thirst trap
Gail
of all
has
thirst
returned.
traps.
Gail, I don't know when last you even been under the rug, Gail. You've been missing for
I've
how
been
much
avoiding
episodes
this
now?
like the plague.
Well, not like Travis, because Travis would never come up. We get Travis for 1
I don't think you
Oh,
ever
then
got
I think we
Travis.
get Travis for one episode before.
You need to trick
One
him.
episode, and I think that was classism if I'm mistaken.
You
we
need
get
to
Travis
say
for one.
it's entrepreneur, and then when you start the show,
Yeah, just no man, I ain't gonna trick him.
Just
That's all right.
roll it into.
Hi, Bernie,
Hi, Veronique.
and hi, Jacqueline, sweetie.
our technical producer
Jacqueline
is
can kill me for
Lakeithra.
that. But yes, I was on my vacation, Gail.
Yes, sir.
And I wasn't going to do no show because, with the family, we enjoying ourselves, we relaxing.
Y'all look tired.
But I
All them theme
saw,
parks.
I saw Bahamians losing their minds on the internet
Uh-huh.
over some woman named Jenny
Jenny.
who say,
From the block.
destroy the Bahamas, and everybody went crazy, lost their entire minds, flipped out. Gail, you rolling your eyes. What happened?
Like, okay, you know what this reminds me of? Dave Chappelle's bit when he was talking about how it was Hurricane Katrina, I think, and they got Ja Rule on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like what Ja Rule have to do with
Yes.
my life, or why should I care about what Ja Rule had to say? That was initially my first thought. 'Cause
Really?
I was like, who is Jenny, and
Ex-
why is her opinion so important
That's what
to
the
millions
whole,
of people?
That's what the whole
Thousands.
show
That was an
was about.
exaggeration.
Yes.
Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds.
Thousands.
Yes.
Tens of thousands, probably.
The Facebook population of the Bahamas who were up in arms about Jenny from Anonymous Place.
Yes.
She's from New York.
Oh, New York.
We found
Yeah.
where
Did
she
not
lives.
even know that.
Yes.
We found her phone number.
Email
we found
address,
Jenny's
Her,
address,
her
everything.
mother's
her
address.
parents.
Everything.
We were more involved with Jenny than we were with, I would say, the average murderer in this country.
Yes, Bahamians really showed their resourcefulness, and that's what the
Or
whole
the
show was
average
about.
child.
That's what the show was
Whoa.
about. Like, y'all freaking out over someone that does not matter, and they use their resources for stupidness.
Yes, they did.
Bahamians use resources for the stupidest thing. Just like now, this device here is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have all the information you
At your
need
fingertips.
at your fingertips, literally.
Yep.
And they will message and ask you the simplest things that was easier for
I
them to
don't get
Google.
that. Yeah, I
you
don't
know what
get
I
that
mean?
at all.
It's like, when are we going to use these things for sense?
Yes.
When are we going to now apply the technology that we have to better our lives and better ourselves? Because it seems there's a lot of unhappy people online.
True.
This is
Very.
the
It's
congregation.
very cool to be unhappy online.
It is.
It's very cool.
Yes.
That's a sad state of
Popular.
affairs.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Let's be miserable together. Let's start a group.
Even if you, look at the content, just off topic for a second, right? But look at the content that you share, right? You share something positive or something uplifting or, something that could benefit somebody. You get maybe
One like.
2 likes,
No
one
comments.
comment, whatever.
And that like was you.
You share something messy, and I've seen the messiest posts for no reason.
Yes.
Things that address things that don't even affect nothing that are right in front of your face.
Yes.
I've seen
I'm gonna stay
people
quiet.
talk. people
What happened,
talk-
man? Don't stay quiet, Jay. Don't come on here and
People
stay
No,
quiet.
I just gonna stay
People
quiet.
come on here to stay quiet.
Case in point.
Okay.
You had a bad customer service, let's say a bad customer service experience, right? Man, I gone into such and such store and this happened. That's why this woman should have stayed home. That's why her husband is be under the dock with so-and-so eating Kong salad. Like things we don't even have nothing to do.
That sounds like somebody I
With
know.
whatever
Sound like
it is
someone
you
else I
talking
know.
about. With whatever
That
you talking
sounds
about,
so
it's be
familiar.
something
Woo.
and then you get
But you know what?
Likes,
You know
3
what?
shares.
Yes.
Amen. Church,
Yes.
tabernacle,
Yes.
tambourine, blah,
Yes.
blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Don't forget, you have to change your hair gold.
What?
No, don't.
That sound Pacific. I
Yeah,
Atlantic.
I missed
right
that
now.
one. What happened? What I missed?
I dead Atlantic.
Oh no. We ain't even address. Jay, what you were saying now? You were saying you was gonna stay quiet. Why you want to stay quiet? I want you to
you
say,
know what? I think I've gotten in the middle
It
of
don't matter
all
yet.
of this madness that's happened over the last 2 weeks. Whether it be Jenny, whether it be the new smuck that tried to fill her shoes, whether it be the Johnson family vacation,
Oh, Lord.
Daddy White and his supposed blackface, and
Hold on,
he
supposed?
racist.
That actually
Gail-
happened.
Gail-
that wasn't supposed. That
Gail,
happened.
Gail, let's not.
He painted his face black. That happened.
Gail, it's okay. It's okay.
That
See,
happens.
I have to ask you a question.
But we
You
got.
remember that happened?
You know
Do you
what?
remember that happening?
Yes, it did. It
That
happened.
happened.
It happened.
Okay. Not his supposed blackface. He painted himself black to imitate the Johnsons,
But
right?
let's wake up to that one.
We gonna work our way.
Yeah, let's get.
I've had my fill.
Yeah, let's work up to that. We can go through the timeline, like how things happen,
Okay, go ahead.
right? So, I do a whole.
Because Under the Rug apparently had to do a show abroad.
Yes.
A foreign.
Yes, a foreign.
Because of Jenny.
With my girl Jacqueline. Big up to Jacqueline.
Big up Jacqueline.
Gerard, sweetie. Yeah, big up to Jacqueline.
Gee.
He proposed to her on the show.
Oh.
But yeah,
nice.
that was a good show we had.
Whew.
I already do a whole show on Jenny. Let's move past Jenny now to the
Okay.
buffoonery or the stupidness that we saw during Hurricane Irma.
Be more,
No.
be more Pacific.
Post or pre?
Now, well, let's go pre now.
Okay,
Pre-Irma.
Pre-Irma. Craziest thing you saw, Jay.
The craziest thing I saw pre.
Yeah, or heard. Saw or heard. Pre-Irma.
Oh.
My ride reach.
2 bags
You
of
still
sugar
take
to
no
stick
tickets?
on the rim.
Well, motel bike.
Say what happened?
2 bags of sugar and cassava bread.
Oh,
to stick on the
oh
rim.
no, that was after.
That was
That
that
was
was
after.
That was
Oh, that was
di-
before.
Bread,
That was.
cornbread.
This is why our countrymen so sick.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
seriously, you
Lord.
have to really monitor what we put in our
That
bodies,
was fascinating.
right? Like that. I was like, is this a joke? Is this a prank? Like, what is it?
what
But it was
really-
real.
Yeah.
It was
What really
real.
got me was how casually he was speaking.
Yeah, and he was like,
emptied a full bag
Yeah.
of sugar.
one.
Why did the cornmeal
2.
bread have no cornmeal? I had questions.
But here's the thing.
You
we
see his
all know-
measurement with the oil?
No,
It was-
I couldn't watch after the
That
second
is-
bag of sugar. I was like, you know what? Never mind.
That is the first dessert that I've ever seen.
And white
garnished-
sugar.
Garnished with Western oil. First time I've ever seen that in my life. I don't know what was going on, but clearly that was for the camera.
No.
that was for the
They
camera.
baked that, boy.
You can't bake that. It's. Hey Debbie, no Jared, you proposed to the gal in the comments. You talk your business. We just highlighting it. We are remembering you put your business out there. We ain't talking it. You put it out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody want to see that? Yeah,
TBT.
Jared proposed in the comments to Jacqueline a couple of weeks ago. But yeah,
I think that was the funniest thing I saw.
That was
pre.
funniest.
I think the stupidness came out post.
post. Okay, but let's move the post. What are some of the things that you saw that you just couldn't believe, or you were like really like what are the things you saw post that were just ridiculous? Because we got to analyze our mindset, because something wrong with us. Clearly, something is wrong with our population, and we need to get to the bottom of it. So let's go through the issues.
So this is a praying nation. Oh, sorry. So you want?
No, this a before that. Because
Oh, the
there
pre.
are people out there with shutters, and your shutters have
Oh,
the rooms.
jeez.
The rooms in their house
Oh.
clearly marked on the outside.
Bad.
Speak to you personally, please. Don't do that. I know where your bedroom is. Do not do that. And they have the name Jay Isaacs.
Hey,
Living
no.
room. Living room.
Hold on, wait,
Jay,
wait.
I thought you said you get rid of that
Gregory.
plywood.
No,
Gregory.
hold on.
Kitchen.
Just for the
Money
sake,
room.
for the sake of the
safe
show,
is in here.
this is the disclaimer. Jay has
Stop it.
hurricane-proof windows.
Oh,
So-
you bushy bastard.
Okay, Jay, go ahead. Sorry.
Hold on, you mentioned shutters. You got me on to something else. You saw the shutter competition?
Yes,
The
with
window
the table.
protection competition?
The table, the
Yes.
palm,
The tables, yes.
The car hood had me baffled.
the winner.
I don't understand
That's the winner.
how you get the car hood up
Spare
on
parts.
the window.
Spare
Even
parts.
worse.
Drill.
Even
Drill it in the
worse.
concrete. Hold it.
That's what I'm saying. You drilling into
Really, the
Hey,
car hood?
hey.
all the damage you
Hey,
doing with that.
hey.
Sorry.
he protected
Go ahead.
his property.
Yes. he
Okay?
did.
But he went for creativity. Oh, well, he or she, whoever it was,
That went
They
for
went
viral
for creativity.
photo of
yes, of the
day.
hurricane.
Yes.
They went for
Absolutely.
Top
creativity.
contenders, the people who was complaining about the hurricane
That's
not
post.
hitting.
Yeah.
All right, now
New
let's get to the post then.
Providence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
and
ahead.
complaining about having to buy tuna and all these other things. and
Which
the
you could
storm
eat.
Did not come.
And they know that's the first time they had food in the house. It take hurricane to put food in these people's house. This the most snacks. Y'all ain't buy this much snacks for y'all children during the school year. Y'all buy all the snacks, all the bread. How much bread could you consume in a day? In a 24-hour period?
You're not supposed to eat
Challenge
bread.
accepted.
You're not supposed to eat so
I
much
see
bread.
people-
Poor little Jimmy going to school with tuna sandwich.
I see people toting 10, 12 loaves of bread to the cash. I like, this is Armageddon or the zombie
yeah,
apocalypse.
that was a run out too.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
That was a run out too.
People-
And
I think-
people, especially the water situation. I saw
Oh my-
people.
No, the water
Like,
situation.
No, like incredible line.
Listen.
I applaud the people for the water situation.
It took me
Here's-
days to get some
Here's
water.
why. In a real hurricane, if that hurricane had come, you're supposed to have
Agreed.
one bottle of water.
Okay.
Agreed.
They say
for,
a gallon per person
Right.
Per day.
per day.
Right.
for at least 14 days.
So if it's three of y'all
14
in your
days
house,
You're supposed to have at least 5 gallons of water.
if it's three of
15
y'all,
gallons of water.
15, 5 gallons.
If it's how many
5
people?
Gallons?
If it's 3. If it's 3 adults in the house.
Say
We
what?
did the math. Because it's 1 per person
Right.
per day.
Right.
So
Right.
that means 3
3 gallons a day.
per day. Over a 14 per day period, and you're looking at cooking and drinking.
Hold on, let's do
No,
this
not
math now.
cooking.
Hold on,
Ask
let's do this
that
math.
out.
3 gallons a day.
We talking drinking
3
water
gallons a day.
only.
14-day period.
14-day period. How much gallons?
14 times 3 is how much that is? 42 or something? Give me my maths little on.
I
Tell
pull-
me
I
if
pull
I
up the
right or I
calculator
wrong.
now.
Yeah, pull that up. Because we can see
42.
Right?
42. Oh, I was right. Okay. 42 gallons total.
Uh-huh.
And how much 5-gallon bottles is that?
That's at least 8.
8. Okay, so if you got 13 to 15 gallons, 5-gallon bottles, and only you and
that's
your wife
drinking.
live in the house, you're running out.
That's drinking and cooking.
You know
okay.
how long it takes me to get 2 5-gallon bottles of water? Days. And I started looking.
You use Celsius?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me a bottle.
Between
Give me a bottle next time.
between them and another company. But it was
No
it
free
was I
sponsorship,
started early in the week. And listen, I ain't giving people wrong, you know.
Yeah, get
Prepare.
Your water. Yeah.
And I said this to Keitra during the week, right? I was like, I am impressed by the level of preparation and how people took
It seriously.
initiative earlier.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we had a history of people, you know, slacking off, waiting to the last minute or not preparing at all. And I think Matthew last year really changed people's preparedness.
Yeah.
Because this hurricane, they really stepped it up and they got stuff early. And this is like beginning of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was impressed with the level of urgency that we took. Now,
The question is Irma going to cause it to reverse, especially for Nasuvians? Now, I feel Southern Islanders will continue to prepare,
Yeah.
but are Nasuvians going to become complacent?
Yeah.
and tell us why you feel that's going to happen.
I think with the passage of time, people tend to forget. I think people tend to get comfortable. They look at history, especially if Josie Lee and their cousin Daniel threaten the Bahamas and don't come. We're going to say, okay, you know what? Well, Nassau gets spared because, you know, we can't take it. Jesus said so. You know how our Bahamian people go. You know how Nassauvians go, right? They don't care if it hit Ragged Island or Maguana. They're going to say it now because they don't even think that that's the Bahamas. Because when people say the Bahamas get hit, well, the Bahamas didn't get hit. Nassau got spared.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand that?
And that's another thing.
That's
And-
another thing. I
And
think.
that was
even
go
we've
ahead.
been ducking the Fed for a long time in New Providence. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times hurricanes were, they passed near us, they passed, you
Yes.
know, and we were always threatened, but then we always kind of locked out until Matthew.
Yes.
And then, like
and
you
Matthew
say,
didn't even fade us proper.
Yeah, for real. We
right.
were.
You
We
get a
were
slight
spared,
fade.
yeah.
We ain't get a full Gumby fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now again with Irma, it was like, okay, now we gotta go
Yes.
overboard. And now, as you say, hopefully it won't cause people to slack off should another hurricane threaten us as closely.
And
So yeah.
I think they will slack off because of us being so fortunate with Irma,
Mm-hmm.
and they got prepared. And like you said earlier, people were actually upset, and I don't understand this thinking. I don't know how you could get to this point.
Yeah.
People were actually upset that the hurricane did not hit New Providence because they prepared. They got out there early. They buy all the water. all the bread, all the tuna, all everything. They bought everything
All
up.
the rum.
Bought up all the rum. Oh yes, bars were full. So they bought all the stuff, and the hurricane, fortunately, did not affect New Providence that much. And now they're like, "Would I waste all this money and this time going to get these things?" So I think that would probably cause people to slack off should we have another situation come up with a hurricane. I think that is fresh in their mind, and they're going to be like, "Well, you know what? I can wait. Let me make sure this time. I can wait a little later to make sure we can get it this time." So I think that's what's going to happen to people.
Here's how you trick yourself, people, into not being stupid. The food you could always eat. And you have to buy food anyway, right?
Yes,
so that shouldn't be a problem, spending money on food.
Right.
The plywood, you could store them, and you don't have to rebuy plywood the next time. Store them in a nice dry place.
Write the rooms on the inside.
Write the rooms on the inside,
Yes,
Gail. And when you hang it,
Yeah.
make sure the lettering is on the inside.
yes.
Okay? So you don't have to buy anything over. You just have to take the time and put
Yes.
it up.
And that's another thing. Like, we live in a hurricane zone, right?
Yeah. The
Why
body.
not? And I see more people are doing it. Like you say, label. Okay, Gail got something to say, but label your stuff. Do the little hatches. So all you have to do is put it up. Latch it in. You don't have to continue
more
to
hammer.
buy plywood
Yep.
over and over
Yep.
and over and
There you
over
go.
again. Go ahead, Gail. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, so this is a new under the rug scammer of the week.
What?
But that couple that was on the Daily Mail, I think, the British couple that was staying here during the hurricane, who said that they had to survive these almost subterranean conditions and missed their cruise for their honeymoon and wanted to be reimbursed because Irma didn't do the damage that it was saying that it would have done. Y'all didn't see that story?
No, I don't pay attention to
I'm
dumbness.
gonna pull it up. You don't pay attention
I
to
missed
dumbness.
that.
Foreign dumbness.
Yeah, I missed that.
Well, anyway, there was a British couple that was staying here during the hurricane at one of the hotels, and I'm gonna pull it up because obviously nobody else knows about it. So yeah.
Well, you trying to challenge Bahamian Twitter to a CYC. Rise up, people.
Speaking of which, that CYC thing, that's dumb to me.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It really is. I don't think that the level that it has come to is not portraying us as a people in the best light. Not only that,
We can't
it's
articulate ourselves.
unnecessary.
What we do is we go right ahead and prove the people who they are attacking right. When they call you stupid and you use the kind of language that you're using with the bad grammar and the misspelled words and stuff, you are basically proving the person right that you are trying to insult when you display that kind of behavior. So there are ways. No one is saying don't say anything to them, but if you're going to say something to them, there's a way to do it that I feel would be far more effective and
Let's
make
send
you
Stephen
and
Hanna.
the country look better in that light.
You volunteer him as tribute.
Make several videos.
But there was something, an important issue that came up, and it was, I think Stephen brought it up on a show he was on earlier in the week, Stephen Hanna, and it was like a lot of people don't know the geography of the Bahamas. So we could go back to like an education problem that we have, right?
Okay.
So maybe it was out of ignorance, a lot of these comments that people were making saying, oh, the Bahamas was spared, or some people were saying, oh, well, I didn't know it was coming to my island, because what he said was when they report the news and they say the islands that will be affected, they say southern Bahamas, central Bahamas, northern Bahamas, and a lot of people don't know which
Where they
islands
are.
fall in that category. So he was saying maybe we need to actually say out Crooked Island, Auckland,
And
Long,
we do.
this, and
We do. When we're under warning alert or anything, when NEMA sends out those broadcasts, after southern description, they say what the warning means
Yes.
and which specific islands are affected. So either people need to listen, unplug their ears and actually listen and prepare, or like you say, get to know your island.
yes,
Yeah.
and you have
need to get to know it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you should. I mean, come on. Even if it's an island that you don't live on, because matter of fact, some people don't even know where the island they live on is located.
Yes.
Like which part
Like,
of
if
the
you put
Bahamas
if
is
you put
located.
a map in front of them, they can't really
I
figure
mean,
it out.
I mean, when you really look at a map of the Bahamas from the world perspective, it's just you can see Andres and Cuba.
But I mean,
I talk about zoomed in. I talk about up close and personal.
And
like,
again-
what island is this?
and again, what we said
What
earlier,
island?
this
What
device
name?
right here. you have a GPS on your phone. You have a map on your phone.
Google Maps.
You could look at the map. You could, oh, okay. And they said it would name an island right there. And let me, before we get off of that, it was something that Stephen brought up, right? And I couldn't believe it. It's funny and disturbing at the same time. But he said that a coworker said to him, they thought they don't know what Michael is.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
For those that don't know,
It's a group of islands.
Miagwana, Inagua, Crooked Island, Auckland's, Long Key.
Yes.
Basically, those
the southern chain.
islands, right?
Yeah.
The southern chain of islands, Michael. He said his coworker said to him that they thought Michael was Carmichael, and that was an abbreviation.
So they thought a whole hurricane was going to just hit Carmichael. Don't touch the rest of the song.
But they thought Michael was Carmichael. So this is how it goes back to education.
I mean, I understand why that
That's
really was.
no. I can't even spin
I
that.
tried.
Whoa.
It might be Cam
Hold on.
Cam
The funny thing is, and the sad disturbing thing is that person is still employed with Steven.
Right.
So
And that's what I was about to
I know where
say.
Steven works.
That's
Y'all
what I'm
HR,
saying.
y'all have a job to do. Hey, fire that person,
Yes.
please.
Yeah. I mean, don't fire them, but it just goes to show you that we need to focus on education because we are in a terrible state when it comes to our education level in this country. And it was on full display over the past couple of weeks during this hurricane because people had a lot of idle time as well and internet connection. And you know what that could lead to.
Boy, I tell
So
you.
that was funny to me. But you wanted to say something, Gail?
Yeah, I forget.
We have so much to talk about.
Y'all gonna distract me.
Read the comments.
Okay, Monique Burrows Brown says, I don't believe that. Yes, Monique, ask Stephen Hanna. He said, his co-worker said, I thought Michael was abbreviation for Carmichael.
That should be
This
a
is-
video.
this-
Steven, make a video.
This is where we are in this country. And LaShawn says, that has to be a lie. You can't be that dumb. Now, see, now hold on. I want to address that, right?
Watch that's how I go to do
Oh,
hashtag.
I remember. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, you go.
The post leading up to Irma's arrival in the Bahamas, I felt as though it was a lot of I don't want to say panic, but it was a lot of sensationalism.
Oh, yes, that's the dumbest thing I heard.
Category 8 hurricane.
That's what he said.
6. And from hold on. From my research,
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what research in the cup that he was holding. He was talking about category 6, categories. We top at category 5, people.
Yes.
Even if it's stronger winds that are off the scale,
Yeah.
it's still considered a category 5
Yes.
because that's the highest measurement
Well,
that we
Irma may
allow.
change that, but until it does change, category 5.
It's category 5.
Right.
Yes.
Not
Or
only
call
that,
a monster storm.
People are still traumatized from Matthew. I felt,
And for good
I honestly
reason.
felt a feeling of dread when Irma was approaching the Bahamas because of my experience with Matthew and the devastation that I saw on this island alone, much less any other island in the Bahamas. So the posts, I feel, were somewhat insensitive. I don't know if we so like to be the first one to share bad news.
Yep.
We so like to be I don't know what it is.
Sensationalized. We like drama. We love
everything.
drama.
Every post, it got to the point where I was like, you know what?
TNT.
I got to stay off Facebook because it got to be too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it got to be overwhelming. People were sharing everything from everywhere, and it was a simple Google search could really, clarify what this is that you're posting.
Right.
But people were just sharing from every source, everything.
Old
was just,
photos,
Yes.
old videos.
Oh,
I mean,
man,
yeah.
that was disgusting.
Fake news.
Yeah,
Fake
like
news.
here's Irma in this country doing this, and it was like during a tornado. It was a tornado video or something like that being pushed around, and just it's so easy to check your source.
Yeah.
And also be cognizant of the fact that people are still mentally
Yes,
traumatized
yes,
from Matthew.
yes.
Like people are still recovering.
And rightfully so.
So
People, they legit had to move from house to house, had to escape their house because the water was rising. So they have, traumatic experiences from last year.
Yeah.
So you should take it serious and not, just share any and everything
sharing's
that comes
sake.
across your timeline because,
Yeah.
like you say, you won't be the first one to post it.
yeah,
You
Irma
know what
said
I mean?
to kill
Camp
500
Road meteorologist.
cats.
Yes. Hi, Sonia.
Right.
Sonia says hi, guys.
Okay.
Hey, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
I wanted to address this. Okay, LaShawn Terrell. Now, this is what we do wrong, and I want to discourage people from doing this. And I know you're not, you're probably not being malicious, but when you do things like, oh, you're so dumb, how could you not know that? We got to be careful with that
Yes, agreed.
because we have to create an environment where people are okay with asking questions because they don't know. We all are ignorant to some degree. We don't know everything.
That's true.
So there are going to be things that we don't know. And that doesn't mean that we are dumb because we don't know these things. We just don't know. So if somebody does not know what Michael is or where Crooked Island is, we understand, okay, maybe they should, but we realize that they don't. And rather than insult them, we should inform them. Let's inform as opposed to insult. Because what you do when you insult is you make someone then be afraid to ask questions. And they remain ignorant. Because they too scared to ask out of fear of being called dumb or looked at as stupid.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful with how we judge or label people that don't know certain things. Because we're going to prohibit them from asking the right questions to be informed. And they're going to just go on being ignorant. And that doesn't benefit anyone.
Yeah. And that's
Or
really... Run the
Steven,
track.
hey, listen, Steven.
or edutainment.
Steven,
You could educate and entertain at the same
Yes,
time.
I talk your business a little bit. But you say it on the radio yourself anyhow.
Well, see, he got
But
a WhatsApp.
he
He got a WhatsApp on WhatsApp News.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about
he,
him.
he phone mess up. I try WhatsApp him, but he ain't answer. His phone mess up. But Steven, the people don't believe that your coworker thought that Michael was an abbreviation for Carmichael. So if you could please comment and let them know, verify that your coworker thought that Michael was Carmichael.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes, and we are
Hi, Joy
actually
and Sonia.
and we are actually encouraging people not to do that. Don't call people dumb. Let's talk about this though. You know where that come from?
What?
We have self-esteem issues, some serious self-esteem issues in this country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We insecure bad.
True.
People get a high off of insulting other people because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yes.
And I think that's why they're so quick to just insult people. Any opportunity they get, which is why we're so quick to jump and tell people CYC and all of this nonsense.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the insecurity issues that lead to a lot of these decisions. Well, say no, nigga. Steven say no, I just come out the bathroom. We don't need to know all that, Steven. We need to know where you come from out the bathroom, man. Mother secret.
You know what? I'm just going to pretend that you washed your hands.
Gross.
But yes, we just went over how people we need to do better when it comes to education and geography and all of these things in the country. And encourage learning as opposed to stunting it by insulting people.
I just thought of a next one.
Go right ahead.
The prayers that saved the nation.
Oh, boy.
And
You sure you want to go, yeah?
Save New Providence.
Okay.
All right, let's do
Okay.
it.
Here's the thing.
You all know this is my topic.
My thing was that people were actually saying, "Oh yes, we prayed and God spared the Bahamas and all of these things," but the Bahamas was actually affected. That's
Yes.
really my problem with
And
it. It's like,
yeah.
Island actually got wiped
how
out.
are you so insensitive to say these things? And then Nassau, Nassau is not the Bahamas, and you so comfortable saying, "Oh yes, we were spared and praise the Lord and this and that, and our prayers were answered," and people literally lost their entire homes
Yes.
and everything.
A
during
whole
that
island.
whole thing. Like all the statuses was just like pop, 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 and I was
Yes.
just sitting there like, wow, how insensitive can we be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. And the internet allows for that because you actually type into a computer screen. Because a lot of these people that say these things online would never, ever say these things to the person's face. Never. So somehow they get superpowers from a keyboard
Yeah.
and a screen.
I really want to know,
It's a
like,
veil
in
of
terms
protection.
church, I want to know church on Sunday. If anybody attended, you could let me know in the comments. Like, what was the sermon about? Like, did it include the fact that the prayer saved everybody? Like, I really want
That's
to
a
know.
good-
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna
sure.
know as well.
I'm sure a lot of.
Because
I'm sure.
I feel like after that, church
Yeah.
attendance went up.
Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
In New
sure.
Providence at least.
Yeah, New Providence.
Here's the ignorance with faith. And people have.
Oh, they can confuse you.
And people have to understand this because I'm a utilitarianist, right? So
Explain what that is.
utilitarian
Sponsored by
is
Frozen.
someone that pretty much believes for the greatest amount of good is for the greatest amount of people, right?
Okay.
So that argument that they're making that at least we prayed and Nassau was spared or whatever, even though the Southern Islanders were affected, right? That's a smaller population
Right.
than the huge population concentration in Nassau, right? So it's like 100,000 to maybe 1,000, right?
Yeah.
That's the argument.
Oh,
from
what
a
was the
lo-
argument? So
No,
they're
I mean, I'm
saying
just
that
saying
it's
that's-
better? Or?
It was the
that's-
greatest good for the greatest
That's the
number.
argument from a utilitarian standpoint. Now that's the.
So you believe that the
No.
prayers-
no.
What I'm
the
saying.
prayers work for
No,
the
listen
majority.
to what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
saying that from an argument standpoint, that's the case that a lawyer probably would do. If I was to go
Defend
take
his
their
case.
side. I
Yes.
can't defend you because you aren't utilitarianists because you're selfish bastards. Pretty much. You will pray a storm away from New Providence or the Bahamas and push it somewhere else to devastate an entire economy.
Yes.
You people have to understand. Prayers are not in control of the weather. That is a natural phenomenon that's going to come or go where it needs to go based on what the situation is. If a front doesn't push it a certain way, it ain't gonna move a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a certain level of science and fact that comes behind those things, and you have to understand how to balance between. And I'm gonna knock everybody that's have faith or whatever, but you have to understand that you have to have a level of reality and logic when dealing with
And
these
we can
things.
get to that. This
So-
science versus
So the prophet
religion during this
praying
whole
on the
process.
beach and
that's for sure.
taping
Did y'all
for
see-
show,
That's for sure.
and then the people in Florida saying, "Oh well, NASA didn't get hit. Let's try this." And they went on the beach on the Florida and they tried it, and then you saw what happened now. So people, be responsible and let's not be insensitive to real people having real problems
Yeah. Any incidents
with your
of-
faith.
Sorry. Any incidents of price gouging?
Yes, I
So,
actually heard on the news today.
Really?
two companies.
Yes, I heard today that they
two
were
or three.
actually reported.
Yes.
And Menace said that they will be dealt with. They will
Wow.
be prosecuted. So
That's good
you
news.
know it was going to happen.
That's
Speaking
good to
about
hear.
Menace, right?
Uh-oh.
I saw a video clip, and I was one of the biggest Menace higglers during his election, and I must say, since he's taken his oath, I've gained a lot of respect
I have
for
as
him.
well. I have as well.
He
'Cause I didn't have
told
much faith earlier.
an Auckland's
Y'all
guy
do like charisma.
that
No,
no,
it
no,
was
it's
not
not about charisma.
It's
It was just
the ability to get your point across and have something of substance, to say something with substance.
not even
The
that.
simple,
I just
simplest-
couldn't. I didn't believe he could lead. That's based on what was going on in the
Yeah.
party
Because
at the
we're
time
so
and stuff.
used to charismatic.
No, it
good-
wasn't that.
No, I can't. Say
It wasn't
good
even.
looking.
It wasn't
No,
about
no.
his charisma.
Yeah, so
I just
'cause
didn't
I-
have
I'm
faith.
talking about past leaders. We
Right.
voted for them based on their charisma, their ability.
Well,
capture
people
a
have.
crowd,
People have.
People have,
whatever.
not me, because I had no faith in
yeah.
them either.
I just thought he
okay.
couldn't lead, and he's
We as a
proven,
populace.
and he's proven me wrong,
Yeah.
right? And I must say, in everything that he's done so far since he's been elected prime minister, I support. Now, listen, if you come with this income tax thing,
It's a
let's consult first. Let's talk about a tax
Blame-
return.
blame Perry,
But
don't
you did
blame
the
Minister
realest
Act.
thing I have
That's
seen
Perry
any
fault.
prime minister said to a common man. After the storm, you cannot rely on the government for everything.
It's
Y'all
the
have to
people's
start
time.
doing things for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing
And he said that
evacuated.
on camera, on the record.
Right.
And I think that was one of the most courageous things I've ever seen any politician do.
All right.
And I commend him for that level of honesty.
All right. Your Hubert minutes are finished. All right. So,
It's the people's time.
so
It's a people's time.
I got you,
but
bud.
it's- I agree with you.
and it's a good thing.
it was the honesty
good thing he
and
evacuated.
the evacuation.
Listen, that was a
Because
great
we
call.
always like to live in that denial. Oh,
Yes.
it's not going to affect us
Yes.
to this point. Oh, we don't need to evacuate these people.
They did it early.
Yes.
They did it
You
effectively.
need to move.
Got the people out.
The PLP y'all can't take credit for that.
I want to shout out Mr. Lockhart.
They tried to.
He ain't gonna ever
I
see
don't know
this, but he was biting
Who, Mr. Lockhart?
Mr. Lockhart was on an island by Ragged Island, and he survived the hurricane. He survived Irma by himself.
Yeah.
On Ragged
on a
Island
key.
by himself.
Yeah, my first thought was
It's not Ragged Island, it was a key.
It was by Ragged Island. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That's
my
my
first thought was,
friend's
sir, you
grandfather.
should have evacuated. But in
Yes.
the story, it said that they actually didn't come for him. They knew he was there. He's the only one on
Oh,
that.
wow,
on that
really?
Key. Yeah, he's the only one on
No
that
one
key.
come for him.
It was so bad, like the
Oh, y'all
evacuation
cool.
and stuff like
Oh,
that.
wow.
They didn't think of.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it was in the front. It was in the
it was
paper.
a
It was
nice
front
story.
page.
Mr. Lockhart is my new hero.
But you know,
He's a
I
hero.
think
He is a hero. He's a survivor.
Himself and tie himself to the tree to make sure he wouldn't blow away.
No
Trust me.
way.
He is a
Badass.
survivor.
Are you kidding me?
78, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't fear death. You know, if this is my point, this is what it is. And I was like, you know what?
Wow.
If I have to die, he was like, if I have to die in this, so be it. This is my time to go. And I was
We need
like,
that fella need an
That's
interview.
a
We need
knockout.
to talk to this
where you
guy.
at?
That is amazing. Where he stayed. So he had no how. Like what?
It's a great. I don't want to call.
What
it a
happened to
long
his
name.
home? Like
Avila,
where he was-
if you're
was-
watching,
it was
let's
basically
get the
damaged, And he
information.
got rescued 3 days later. His brother-in-law came for him or something like that.
with no bread.
Yeah, he said he survived.
No 5 gallon
in the
bottle of
roof.
water.
He hung out his clothes. Once he had dry clothes, he was good to go.
Wow.
Trust me.
Shout out to you, Mr. Lockhart.
Buena Vista Key.
Wow,
Buena
and this
Vista
Key.
Gerard is saying he's 78 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Mr. Lockhart. I love that story.
Oh
When I
my
read it, I
goodness.
was
He's a
like,
G.
yes.
He's a gangster.
Yeah,
okay?
he is.
So he tied himself to a tree?
Wow.
That's
Cool.
thug life.
Steven
Same way.
Steven said he mistaken New Providence for the Bahamas sometimes as well, and he have to correct himself.
Yeah, it's a common mistake.
Yes.
Even intellectuals
Could be
make
caught
mistakes.
Yeah,
up in it,
it's a
yeah.
common mistake.
Yeah, and Joy, one of my mentors from back in the day, Joy Burrows says, "Boy, Greg, you know I love my trees. Some of us more destructive than hurricanes. Trees were cut down due to fair, right, left, right, and center. I guess she's trying to say. Okay, so trees were cut down. So humans can oftentimes be more destructive than hurricanes.
You don't need to cut down the entire tree. Just cut down the branches that
Yeah.
probably would affect your property.
Yeah.
If the tree is
Or
too
power
big,
lines.
and it probably then you do that. But you don't need to destroy an entire tree as a preventative measure.
Yeah, for sure. And and I think we need to, oftentimes, what I think we need to do also is educate people as to why they need certain things. Because I heard, say, you get your batteries, you get your candles, you get what.
First aid
Well,
kit,
we need to explain
medicine.
really what these things are for, why you need this amount. Like how we said earlier, most people probably
Water.
don't know, a gallon per person per day. A lot of people probably don't know.
Yeah.
So we need to go more in detail with these things and explain exactly what we need and why we need these things before the hurricane hits, so that people could be more informed and they know why, and they could do it with an actual purpose as opposed to just scooping everything and carrying it.
And here's the thing: you also, if you have storage units for your water, before the hurricane hits, you could use city water to store certain levels
Yes.
for other, so you don't have to
On a
hoard
regular
so
basis.
many.
Yes, agree with you.
Thing, you know what I mean?
Agreed. Drinking water, and then I also, when I empty, let's say, water bottles, I just fill them up with tap water just in case.
Yeah, just in case, because the
If
water
the
goes
water
off.
goes off,
Yeah.
or
When the
if
water
you're
go
during
off.
a storm. Sometimes
You
it does
bushy,
go
man.
off,
You live behind the gate.
People in the West.
Yeah, you live behind the gate in the West. We ain't into you. Us,
Yeah.
us people with real struggle.
I know, but
Yeah.
rusty water.
Us people with real
Gotta
struggle.
save some water.
Yeah,
But
you're-
make
you're-
some preparation.
What is
well
your
in
struggle?
advance.
Y'all bushy people behind the gate who don't flood. Y'all up on the hill and all. Y'all don't flood.
Greg, why you
Y'all
put my business
water
out there,
don't cut
Greg?
off.
Greg.
Y'all got generator.
All kind of lights.
I tell you, y'all straight. Y'all straight.
I'll drink to that.
But yeah, make some preparation. Purchase if you purchase some water in advance. Ahead. You know it's hurricane season. Like something may or may
Oh,
not
how about
happen.
this concept, Gail?
Yes, sir.
How about you keep it in your house at
Yes,
all
that's
times?
what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Buy,
Yeah.
make sure you have a 4, 5, or 6 5-gallon bottle rotation.
Yeah.
When one empty, you just replace that one and you keep them set there.
Yeah.
You know what? I can do that.
Yes.
Because I had
And
difficulty
fill the
getting
5
5-gallon this time.
2 to 5 gallon with
I
tap
can keep
water as
it.
well for bathing or
Yes.
cooking or whatever during this time as well.
Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that up. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
sir.
I'll do that. Because I don't like
Yeah.
lines.
Stock up on baby
I don't
wipes.
like crowds.
that cowboy.
That whole, being in crowds trying to shop with all them
I
people
can't
on the lines.
stand
I
that.
can't do it. I
I
can't
don't
do
know
it.
why that would even appeal to anybody. I just be looking at people on the line and just be like, wait.
Randall
Make
says,
friends.
If I could do it.
Randall says, I live in Marathon. I can't trust that water like that. Well,
My
Randall,
Lord.
what you could do is you could
Flint.
fill the bottle with the water,
Power Flint.
and you could actually put that in your car, because I'm pretty sure there's enough gasoline in that water
that's not a duck.
to
That's
where you
not a
can put it
duck.
in your car. So you should be good. You just don't pay it in that. Take that water from the pump and put it in your car, Randall.
Let's get melted off.
All right, so
Hi,
Wow.
Randall.
let's.
Belly runks.
I want to go back to the whole Christian thing, because I heard.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No,
I gotta go pee.
no, but I heard Christians were up in arms, and I was get this though, Gail. You ain't
Yes.
gonna expect this.
Go ahead, knock me
You
out.
ain't gonna expect this.
I am ready.
I was actually on the Christian side on this issue right here.
What?
Look at shy eye. She like.
I
Here's
pray
why.
we'll all be ready.
Here's what the issue was.
Go ahead.
There were a lot of people attacking Christians for they being thankful. Oh, thank God, for sparing us
Attacking it,
here.
you mean online?
Yeah, online.
Oh,
Of
wow.
course.
Attacking
Online.
why?
Because they're like, oh, it ain't no God, it's science, and you're so stupid, you're believing in this
Oh,
and that and that.
no.
So, my thing is, why I was on their
That's
side
tasteless.
was because me, if you know my position, I don't care if you believe in Godzilla, if you believe in Gumby, whatever you decide to subscribe to, that's on you. That's your personal belief.
Yes.
I ain't knocking you for it.
Mhm.
Just don't try and impose it upon me or force it upon me in no kind of way.
Yes.
Right.
We could always be cool. We love a good relationship.
Mhm.
And I don't. If you saying you thanking God for something and it gives you comfort,
At the expense
more
of
power
other
to you.
people.
That's fine.
if people find comfort in their religion and it helps them to get through life,
Yeah.
more power to you. Good on you.
And they're giving
Right.
thanks and moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
nothing
knock
wrong
that
with
at
that.
all. But people were
Yeah.
actually knocking
Like
people
going
for,
out of their way.
yes, for giving thanks and supporting whatever it is they believe in.
Everybody
So-
has a right to believe
Exactly.
in whatever they want to believe.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If it
Exactly.
doesn't match up with what you believe, get over
Exactly.
it.
Stick and move.
Yeah, it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. I just scroll past.
Yes,
Okay,
and-
cool.
thank you very much. Even if I disagree, I see it all the time on my timeline.
Yeah.
Keep
okay,
going.
cool.
Yes.
That's how
Withhold
that person
your
feels.
like.
That's what they're
Yes.
expressing. It
Yes.
doesn't. You don't. It's not for you
So-
to comment and try to convince them otherwise.
Exactly. Don't attack
A
people
lot of
because they
people
find
fight
comfort.
battles when they in there.
But they jump. But I think the internet just arms people to want to jump on every single issue,
Yes.
even when it's unnecessary. And I won't lie. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. That's some kind of drug, boy.
Yeah,
It's addictive.
It's
Because
addictive.
I was there.
It's
Yeah.
like Coke.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell Jay earlier, I say, listen, I retire from Facebook. Because he say, Jay say, man, Greg, the people come for me. I ain't even see you on Facebook or
I
nothing.
was looking for a backup.
I say, listen, Jay, I retire. I said months ago, I retire from arguing with people on Facebook. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And people are going to believe what they want to believe anyhow.
Mhm.
People believing that you got some geek in a room that work for HARP, that is create hurricanes and direct them with a joystick to exactly where they want the hurricane to go.
No, they just make them too.
Yeah, that's what I said. They make them and then direct them. They make them and then steer 'em.
Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on,
True.
people.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
While you guys are being overly dramatic,
You know, they're dramatic.
the HARP
You are not the
project,
authority on drama.
HARP project is real. Okay, it's
I never
not-
said it
That's what I'm
wasn't.
saying.
Okay,
I never said it wasn't.
We-
but the extent, no, it's just showing people that was just
No, people
over-
believe that.
Right, right. Now, notice, I didn't
It
say
was how
HARP
you
don't
was saying
exist.
it. It was how you was saying
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But they said
Y'all
it's quite-
sarcastic bastards.
But you know, HARP exists.
Yes.
But every hurricane season,
It's not
you're gonna
hard.
have the issue come up where they controlling these hurricanes to stare and this and that to cause you to. Oh, and here's the reason. I saw the reason say they create these hurricanes and bring them to the places so you could spend more money.
All right.
So you could go and buy all the plywood, all the supplies.
No.
all the
So
bread.
how
No.
working with Roberts?
Well,
That's what you said.
No.
Maybe we have some people
When
in the
motor
bar
bike-
secretly working for HARP. But
How
this was one of the
working
things
with
that was
Roberts
said.
to increase the price of tuna.
Yeah.
Now,
Motorbike.
the sensible argument, if you
City
subscribe to this argument, this is a testing ground for
Crap.
the next phase.
Super value.
You know what I mean? But from what I understand from my research, that's actually on Google. No, I'm not doing Darryl Miller. As far as they've
Category
gotten
8.
allegedly with weather manipulation, is just releasing certain things into the atmosphere to encourage crowd buildup and maybe some rain.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's as far of this seen and tested. So let's not get out of hand with superstorms.
The
and-
whole
and
thing
this.
is, let people believe what they want to believe. Like, you don't have to take up that mantle to go for, like, fight them. I don't
Say
know,
e-fight them.
banging on Facebook. Yeah, like, it's just be
Crip
like,
walking with your
I
fingers.
scroll the comments like, why are you taking the time to do this? But
Yes.
this don't make no sense.
Yes, but like I say, it's addictive, and a lot of people have a lot of time on their hands. That's why they eat all the hurricane snacks before it reach. Because when you bored,
That's the
what
point.
happens is you
That's
sit
the
down-
point.
Hey, I was
Pringles
eating.
was fired up.
Hey, listen, I was snacking too. I was like, what is wrong with me?
What?
When you
The
bored,
mesquite BBQ.
listen. I like the Ruffles barbecue. Nah, they got me.
Yes.
The Ruffles barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Listen, they on
Good
point.
to go.
They on point.
I drank
And
8
my-
of the Hurricane Bears before the hurricane.
And my chocolate and peanut butter
Hey,
wafers.
hey, buddy! Don't put my hurricane business out there.
So listen, I ain't judging y'all people because I was snacking too.
Amen.
But what I say is, what happens is when you bored, idle time. Listen,
My Lord.
idle time causes you to do some things.
Yes.
And I think that's what happens with people with an internet connection and nothing to do.
Mhm.
They go online and they search for things to just get involved in. And like you say, it don't be worth it, but that's for you who,
True.
realizes
Yes, I'm
this.
sorry. You have the right
Yes.
to e-buying as much as you want.
Bang,
What else?
bang, bang away.
And there was a lot of e-banging,
Oh,
Gang.
jeez, too much.
Gang. Post.
Buying.
Too much.
especially with the Johnsons.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, now we got to get a Johnson.
One, they're not my cousins. Okay, I just want to put that out there. I am
You
a
sure?
I am a Johnson by birth, but I'm not in that Ivan Johnson
You
clan.
look something like that, but you're only like about 162
No.
pounds lighter. You look something like him. You look something like him.
Oh, that's horrible.
What happened to the Johnsons? What happened to your cousins?
Distasteful.
Okay, the Johnsons. We spoke about this briefly in
Right.
Entrepreneur.
And if
All
you
the
haven't checked it out, check the video now.
Please.
Go on, Jay.
all the Johnsons did is they read a situation, they took advantage of an opportunity. Whether we want to call them scammers, if they are, too bad. I don't care.
Yes.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. It didn't stop the country's GDP. It didn't cause us to default on our loan to the IMF or whoever else that we owe money to.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. You talking about things that matter. People don't care about that.
Yeah,
People don't care about them things. People
that
don't care
sounds
about
like a
things.
perfect commercial. But seriously, it didn't affect us in any way, shape, or form. They got out. And if you think that the Bahamas is all milks and roses and people don't suffer here and have hardship and wish they could move, then you're sadly mistaken. So people want to get out of here, right? And the fact that they did, just because the hurricane didn't come,
Yes.
doesn't give you the right to dog them the way you did. Because all you did, you showed how ignorant, how uneducated we are, how selfish we are. You gave a perfect example of what the black crab syndrome was. And also you made it okay for white racist people to attack them in the same manner.
Wow.
Didn't you see someone jumping on them?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I saw.
Don't
I
let
did see that.
Bahamians
You
say that or
and
something,
then no one.
I didn't
I didn't see any whoever his
Defend
name was.
whoever,
No
yeah.
one defended them.
There
It's
were
amazing,
some
eh?
CYCs, but not as
Not
much as-
enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Truth.
You understand?
That is true,
That's what you guys did.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I say, it's that insecurity and that
Stop being niggas.
yeah, that low self-esteem. People just don't want to see other people do better. They know they expect
Can I
more
get
of
some more
themselves, but
drink?
they're not going to do what it takes to get there. And so if they see people
Please.
doing it, they get upset and they want to, hate on them or stop them for some reason.
Yeah.
And again, they just need something to talk about. Like people talk about the most insignificant things sometimes. I was just looking at the conversations and I would just read. I would read. I ain't commenting. I reading and I like just shaking my head the entire time. Like this is what we've come to as a country.
Mhm.
This is where we are. Like we are arguing over these things. Really? We arguing over Harp. We arguing over the Johnsons. We arguing over Jenny. When there's the strongest Cat 5 hurricane that's ever been recorded out there spinning, coming towards the country. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we are mental and we have to deal with our issues or else we will only get worse. And then, well, I ain't gonna say that part. Let me leave
Yeah.
that one.
We'll pass the
Who
point of
knows?
no
Yeah,
return.
Leave
we'll
that
leave
part.
it at who knows.
I ain't gonna say that one.
Who knows?
But yeah, we have to do better. We have and it's self-esteem. We have to deal with our self-esteem. We have to deal with how we treat one another because this is what leads to all this chaos in our society and the chaos that you see
Oh, I
online.
have another question.
Go ahead, Gail.
Question?
What the question is?
How many?
Beyonce.
The thing was, the only thing was about the churches during this time as well. But in terms of hurricane shelters, like how many? I believe the number of
Decrease?
approved shelters, yeah,
Yeah.
went down, and the amount of people that they can accommodate also decreased. Am I generally?
I
correct with that?
did see there was a report that there was a decrease
What's
in
up with
hurricane
that? 'Cause
shelters.
that's
I
kinda
don't
scary
know.
Too. Yeah.
One, we used a lot of schools back in the day as hurricane shelters, right?
True. Yeah.
And we see what the state of our government schools are right now. Because we don't maintain our building, this is what's going to happen.
Oh,
So until we learn how to maintain structures, then we could see an increase in improved shelters, right? Another thing that I saw that was disheartening, and I had a conversation off air with my good friend Cino about the Bahama not
yeah,
allowing
not opening.
their
Their
closing
guests
and
to stay.
evacuating,
Yes.
and later the Minister of Tourism said it was a flaw with their design where you
They
can't
said that?
because you can't access their center, their ballroom center, through the hotel. So it's like it's a separate building or whatever. So that's one of the reasons or whatever. So it's
Really?
a safety issue or whatever, right? And that's all well and fine.
No, it's not.
No. Listen. It's all well and fine, and that's me being
They're
sarcastic,
building this structure
right?
in
A
a
resort.
country on an island that is in a direct known path of
Yeah.
hurricanes.
But that
Please
was their,
explain that
that was just their excuse because if you
That's
if
a
you-
bad excuse.
That's a bad excuse
And this person
because-
worked for Bahama?
No. That's what the excuse and
Colonial
reasoning
shadow
was, right?
blue.
Wow.
But my whole thing was we're talking about pre-preparation before a storm hits. We're not talking about an emergency evacuation, going there in the high wind gusts and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's just an excuse. I think when we have these heads of agreement where we give so many concessions with taxes and what's not, at the minimum, I like what Atlantis did a few years back when they made their ballroom a little shelter for a lot of their workers and their stuff.
Yeah, last year.
That was last year as well?
Yeah, last year, Matthew.
Okay, well, I like what Atlantis did. They're a good community partner. I think Bahama, because we made so many concessions with them, and any project that we make concessions for, and they deduct certain taxes and are not putting physical money in our treasury, at least that should be a part of the heads of an agreement. That should be standard. Hubert Minnis, I know you listen to me sometimes, so I need you to make that thing possible for future.
This next commercial was brought to you by J. Isaacs.
The people's time.
I'm just saying, like, really, like, I think they're listening, and a lot of things are happening. I see a lot of ideas that are floating around in the public domain. That 2-3 news reports later, you're like, oh, they pulled this from this show or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think that they are listening.
There's a finger on the pulse somewhere.
Yeah.
That would,
So I think moving forward, heads of agreements that for major projects like that, they should be certain. There should be certain concessions and make these people community partners in tragedies, in the face of tragedies like this.
True.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yes.
Who?
Darryl Miller.
Darryl Miller should not be on TV.
Of what?
Should not be on TV 72 hours before a hurricane is about to hit. He should go on a mandatory paid vacation.
And this is what I said the other day. The society took a big hit when news organizations got into the entertainment business. Because now with news reports,
was it on a Facebook status?
Yeah, everything is over sensationalized, and a lot of the important details get left out or overlooked because they feel it's too boring or people don't want to see or hear that. So we focus on a lot of the wrong stuff just because we looking for clicks or eyeballs or the sell papers or whatever it is. So when they got in the entertainment business, it was a bad thing because they started to focus more on entertainment over education and information. And like you said earlier, people are so quick to be the first.
They want to be
that
the first.
they don't, and this is,
they don't mind accuracy.
Right, and this isn't just Bahamian. This American media.
All media.
All
Our
media
main
outlets.
influence.
Yes, a lot of media outlets. They want to be the first to break a story, and so they don't verify beforehand. And then a lot of things are false. That's how a lot of false information.
We have a lot. We still have a few people that pay attention to that detail. That thankfully that we have at certain organizations. So it's still a little bit of credibility, but at the end of the day, because they're corporate business and you see a lot of big business buying major shares in these companies, they have to look at the bottom line. So
I want to share an experience
they're suffering as well. You know what I mean?
Please share an experience, Gail.
The other day I logged onto Facebook.
Oh my!
And
It sounds like a testimony.
there
so
was a
traumatized.
post that had the Tribune newspaper and the Nassau Guardian side by side or top and bottom, but however you want to say it, with the title "Unlivable" in both. Right? Two different spellings. By the
One's
time
British,
I saw the post,
one's British, one's American.
No, hold on. Before you get there, by the time I saw the post, can you tell me what's wrong with this picture?
I know just who posted that.
Right?
I see that post.
I literally opened another tab. Livable with the E versus, unlivable with the E versus unlivable with the EA. Right? Yeah, as you said, US versus UK spelling. That
UK
clears it up.
UK with the E.
Went
US
back
without.
on Facebook.
Simple.
The comments, minus like they dummy. Well, da-da-da-da-da, and run on. I was like, wow.
Someone tried to do that to me recently as well.
Simple Google search
Simple.
literally could clear this up before y'all run on with all of this.
They could have verified that before in less time than they took to write that comment.
Real.
Yeah. But
They
you know
told
what?
me last
But you
time.
know what?
I was
Here's
like,
the thing.
huh.
They just proved the point that you know what? Let me take his point and not call someone dumb and stupid. That
Yeah.
they're uneducated and they don't understand that although we're trained to spell with the UK spelling, everything that we use is Americanized. So our autocorrects and all that stuff is
Yes.
American spelling.
Not only that, we are so excited to put people on blast.
Yes.
We hot up for that.
C notes.
Yes.
We blame you.
We dead hot up for that.
Plug Hot
Oh, somebody must
91.7.
have spelled something wrong. We don't know the spelling. We don't know anything of what's going on. Something going wrong. Oh, yeah. Share.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yes. On that note, I just want to say, parents, look at me, parents.
Focus on Greg.
Please show your children some love. Encourage them.
For just 99
Let them know that they are loved. Let them know that they are special. Let them know that they are important. Let them know that they have a great contribution to give to society. Let them know that they matter. Or else they grow up to be internet trolls.
Hallelujah.
They grow up to be people that attack people online all day because it makes them feel better about themselves because you were unable to as a parent.
Preach that
We
message.
ask people, no, we beg. We beg of thee, parents, please.
Pass the offering, please.
Please hear me out, parents. The children are the future.
Hallelujah.
And we need them.
Amen.
Please encourage, show them love, show them appreciation,
Amen.
show them value, show them worth. And they won't grow up to be internet bullies.
I come on a unkempt
So
road.
please, and stop beating up on them. Stop telling them they no good. Stop telling them they look like they no good pa. Stop telling them that they ain't gonna grow up to be nothing. Stop getting upset at them because they are 3 years old and can't tell you what is 2 plus 5. Please encourage your children. Love them. Encourage them. Strengthen them. Enlighten them. Lift them up. Lift them up. Please. We ask that you do this. For the betterment of the country. It's a beautiful country, Jay. We love the Bahamas.
Only
We
Jay,
want the
yeah.
Bahamas to be the best little country in the world.
Thank
And
you,
we
Sister
cannot. We will not do this without your assistance, parents.
Amen.
Aunties, uncles, you don't have to own the child. The child don't be yours.
Godparents.
Encourage a child today. If you see them walking down the street, you can tell them, hey, listen,
Hallelujah.
you special. You special. Your pants may be a little too short, but you special, young man.
Potato.
Please.
Please
Encourage the future of the nation.
visit
Or else they will grow up to be internet trolls that insult people all day and tell them to see what I see.
www.futureofthenation.com/GoFundMe.
Yes, yes. This sermon was brought to you by, I don't know, but just take the message. It's important.
Under the
And I'm
rug.
serious. I know I put it.
Media.
It was
by Bishop Cornbread.
it was all in good humor.
Stick to your ribs.
But the message is real. I think in this country too often we like to break people down. We like to insult people. Like me growing up even with my siblings, that was a part of it. You had to insult your siblings. You couldn't tell them something complimentary.
It's roast time.
It's culture. It was a part of the culture. And Gail, that was a beautiful voice, Gail.
Way to go.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that back. God
Thank
bless.
you.
I wish I could give you a round of applause with a mic in my hand.
Understood.
And I can't find my tambourine.
That
so we
happens
can't.
often to me as well.
Yes, that was a good undertone. All we needed was an organ.
No
But-
problem.
But people, I think that's what helps to lead to the buffoonery that we saw throughout this period, where people were just online, misinformed.
Just type and everything.
Just type, quick to type before they verify anything. And it's just people, and you know what it is too?
It's one
Okay,
next thing.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Apparently there was a vibe between people online for PTC versus Alive during this time as well.
Okay. Let's put this one to
'Cause I
bed.
totally missed that.
Let's put this one to
totally
bed.
missed it. What happened?
Early before the storm arrived.
Yes.
BTC had some issues, right?
So
Now,
it's a regular
it-
day in the Bahamas.
No, hold on, and it's fine.
Oh,
and
sorry, go
because you know what happens when you have these type of companies, there will be failures. It's okay. I know you say you're the best and all this other stuff. It happens. Take it on the chin. Try and do better.
Every day.
Alive didn't have any problems. Alive is a much superior network.
Hold on. Jay, you done slide in about 3 commercials for you with this. You just could legit run a live commercial on the side of me and they ain't put no money in my pocket. Let's cut that out, please. Cut that out.
Cut that.
They pay you.
Cut it.
They pay you. They didn't pay me or Gail. Gail, you get paid?
No, sir.
They put something in your pocket?
Not a dime.
They
Hey.
give you a phone?
Hey,
No.
They
hey,
give you minutes?
Hey.
They give you data?
Hey.
No. Okay, so we ain't running no commercials.
my people that are alive get at one entrepreneur to entrepreneur under the rug.
Yeah, we can need
Let's
that
put a
little
let's put a
thing
banner right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we can need that little
Let's put
thing.
a banner right
yeah,
here.
We can need that little thing, but until then, y'all cannot pay Jay to come on and give y'all ads for free. Y'all got plenty money.
And so hot up.
I'm just saying this is a
Plenty
superior
money.
network.
Anyway, go
You
on.
aren't living until you're
Again,
alive.
what was your point? Or you just was
No,
running
I'm
that
not.
commercial?
Well, seriously, no,
For
but
Christ's
on all realness, it's refreshing to have competition to force service
Yes.
for the consumer because
Yes.
we're winning with all this double data
But
talk.
apparently
Yes.
people's
And all
losing
these
family
packages.
over this vibe.
No, because they have BTC has struck the
Yeah.
first blow, and they started to get very aggressive and very competitive, and it's fine.
They're very reactive. to
but
Lives marketing.
but you know what? And they steal copyrighted material as well.
and color.
let's not do that.
And add things.
Hold
Let's
on,
be
hold on,
nice.
hold on. What is this? Why are we talking about these niggas anyhow?
What phone service
This
you
is
using?
before Irma, right? This
Why
is
we
why
talking
I'm
about
on
these
this.
Anyway.
Before Irma.
Here's the
Somebody
thing.
say there was a whole vibe.
That's
You
a
know
vibe,
Why
and a live
a
won the
Cat
vibe.
8 hurricane was coming toward us.
There's no such thing as a Cat 8 hurricane. No, I wanted to see the white hand
Yes,
serving the
listen
black
to-
man.
Oh.
Y'all called me a coon?
Daryl Miller.
You racist bastard.
I wasn't.
Oh,
But
wait,
apparently,
you're black,
according to
you
Daryl Miller, it was a cat 8.
Oh.
Yeah, Gail ain't
What?
one. No, you're not.
No, that was a little slide of slickness.
Yeah, ain't nothing. Everything cool. Yeah, I ain't gonna read that, Joy. We ain't advertising for them. I am not reading that comment. Yes, Veronique J is very slick. You see how he come in and trying to slide in all these commercials, and he ain't bring no paper.
Shameless plug.
Are you serious, man? Shameless.
What else? Anything else during the hurricane?
It was a lot, but I think we covered the
It's
main,
media.
well, at least the main social media issues that we observe. What happened, Jay?
We ain't get to the fallout, the meat of the matter, the T-bone, the freshest
The what?
piece of log on the log.
Okay, what was that?
Daddy White to this black face.
Oh, now see. Okay, go ahead, Jay. Let me let you talk first.
No, it's not.
Full
It's not.
disclosure, I have yet to watch
No,
this video.
here's the thing, all right?
I
Here's
have
the
yet
thing.
to watch this video.
And
I
a
didn't
good
bother to
friend
watch it.
really brought it home to me today after everybody came at me for trying to defend Daddy White because I don't feel that he is racist. Personally,
Of course
I
not.
think he's a
If I'm
controversial
not mistaken,
individual.
Daddy White's I think he's married. If he's not married, I know he has children with
Yeah, he has
Wendy.
3 beautiful kids.
3 kids with a black woman.
Okay, you sound like the racist that is be like, yeah, I have a black friend.
No, it's not that.
No.
It's not that.
For
It's
people
not
So
that.
what is it?
For
I
people-
just stick my white
I don't
penis in a
think the
black
bit.
woman?
I don't think the bit that is in question was inherently racist. I think it had a item that is linked to historical racism
Blackface.
and blackface.
Okay.
But he wasn't.
But the act wasn't an attack on black people. If you go and you research
Right.
and you do your research,
But Jay,
and
you
look,
know what the problem
So
is?
why was he unable to get his point across without painting his face?
Because-
and whole body.
Okay.
It didn't
Because-
look like his whole face
no,
and
no,
body.
no,
Let me
no,
ask
that
you
was a
something.
stalking on his hand.
You used to watch Chappelle's show.
Oh,
You used to watch Chappelle's show.
always, yes.
You love the white reporter, right?
The white black reporter.
Yes.
If I love him,
Yeah. If
You,
you thought it
you
was
thought
funny,
I don't recall it being funny.
that was whiteface.
you had okay. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this: you had a problem with it?
Yes, and guess what?
Okay, so you had a problem with
I know
white.
I know what Chappelle was trying to bring across with
Right.
that. I'm not sure what homeboy was trying to bring across
Hold on,
with
but
this.
but my whole thing is you had
Read
an
my
issue,
post.
You have an issue with
You'll understand.
Dave Chappelle dressing up as a white man.
I had an issue with that. I had an issue with
Okay,
the,
no,
with
I
the,
just-
with the post, the nigga family.
Good.
I had all of that.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean
at least you're consistent.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Okay.
I like consistency, right,
Yes.
and logic. I don't like double standards.
Okay.
Where it's okay for a black person to dress up as a white person and portray white stereotypes, and you have no problem with that.
Or be
But you have an extreme issue with white people doing the exact same thing.
Well, see, the difference between that is white people didn't experience slavery.
White people did.
Come and talk about me?
There were white slaves in history, Gail, so that's incorrect.
On the scale that there were black slaves.
No, but you just said they didn't experience it. They did.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is what you're imitating or what you're trying to portray is usually totally different. Now, with black face, historically, it's in a negative connotation.
Red face
Right,
is,
but
is,
was he
is
doing-
Red
negative.
face, etc.
Yellow face, yeah.
Agreed,
Right.
Yes. So what is your point with this? This is what I'm saying.
Oh, you
Can
watched
you
it?
make your point? I haven't bothered to watch the video because
See,
I
but
just
now-
haven't.
but now what is
But
unfair
what's your
is-
point? This is what I'm asking.
My thing
What is
is-
your point with this? Why are you painting your face black?
But my thing is, you
Because
can't,
he's too light and he felt that he needed to get
No,
more
you
into the
can
character.
imitate the Johnsons without
No,
painting
no.
your face black.
No, I don't think you being fair in that.
Did
You
Keenan
didn't watch it
did
to
Marlon
see
Wayans
what his point
hold
was.
on. Did Marlon
point
So
Wayans
if you
making?
asking,
That's what I'm asking.
you would
I'm
have
asking
to
you
watch
who
it to
watched
see.
it.
I have a
What's the
question.
point?
I have a
I
question.
didn't watch it.
Okay.
Did Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans have
That
to
was
put
horrible.
on white masks?
So you got a
white
problem with that as well?
wig?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so at least
don't-
Okay, you're
consistent.
consistent.
At least you're consistent. I don't
You're
have a problem with
different.
that.
You're
That was-
different.
Yeah.
You're
That
different.
was distasteful to me.
Yeah, I don't have a
You're
problem with
different.
that.
No,
But
but
I
you're
have a-
different. That's good.
movie.
That's
I
good.
have, I
That's
have a
good.
problem with when people
Hypocrisy.
right when they knock Daddy White's but defend Sean and Marlon Wayans. That's
No,
when I have
I
a
don't
problem.
agree with that. Plus,
At least you consistent.
And the problem I have is more than color with Sean and Marlon. They also imitating females.
Yep.
Which is a
Yep.
whole
There you
other
go.
thing,
There you go.
Which is a whole other story.
You read my post, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to know what the point was. That's
Yeah.
all.
But my thing is, and here's the thing: if you want to get the point, watch the video.
And the problem is, our society is steeped in racism, and people don't believe it is.
Hey,
That's
Steven.
the other thing that I really got out of this discussion as well, online or watching people. People don't believe racism exists in the Bahamas, and that's the strangest thing to me.
See, you know why? Because a lot of people still believe that black people can't be racist, and these are the same people that would speak terribly about Chinese people, and
Haitians,
other foreigners
Jamaicans.
and all of that stuff. But they don't. But
Oh,
see,
see?
we
That's a
oh jeez,
nasty
yes.
story.
Tiefin.
Thank you, Keisha.
Tiefin.
I gotta
pee.
jump straight into that.
I
Mother
gotta
sick.
pee. I gotta hurry back.
How did I forget?
Tiefin.
Listen to me.
The bottle wasn't on the floor. It was on the truck.
Listen to me.
I see you, babe. That's why you almost get kicked.
Y'all people almost had me wanting. Well, I still considering pulling a Johnson's. I still considering pulling a Johnson's. Because here's why. Y'all like to complain about everything in this country.
Oh Lord.
Yet, a lot of you are the very perpetrators of why this country is the way it is. I was beyond disturbed. That was actually one of the most disturbing things I saw throughout that entire period with the storm. And it was where it was a truck
Of alcohol.
A truck of alcohol. I think someone told me
It fell.
broke down or something.
No, the product fell. And then they hit something.
No, man, they was on the truck. I saw people lifting them off the truck.
No, but if you looked at the
So
very
some fell.
first video, some fell.
Okay.
So I guess they hit a pothole or it was too overstocked or whatever.
Right.
And people first off was going after the damaged product.
Right.
Right? Which is the tendency.
Oh, there's a longer video or something, man.
I don't know if it's a longer video, but that's the video I saw. This is a Chinese guy with the long bear
Right.
truck, right?
Right.
So it looked like Guinness to me, right? I pay attention,
Gail was in
We
there.
identifying the rum.
right? So
think it is
they
ice
went
cream.
they went after the bottles in the boxes that hadn't been broken, right? Most people around the world, they do that. If they see damage, because they'll try and get that stuff, right? The Chinese didn't have a problem with them going at it. One guy went
Hold
on
on,
the
hold
back
Yeah.
Hold on, Jay.
and took a box and ran,
Yeah.
right? And
Right.
then he decided to come back
Oh.
to get
some more.
another one, an entire case. And then the Chinese saw that, and then he did a little rub, he
I
did a
saw.
little Bruce
Well,
Lee
I
kick.
ain't see. I don't know if you got the
have no
director's cut
need. There was
or
no
the
need for
extended
that,
version,
though. Yeah.
but it sounded like you watched a different video from me.
That was
The video-
Mui.
The video I saw, the truck was just parked there, and there was a load of people coming
Yeah.
and helping themselves. Like I said, he must have reached the
Only,
destination
only,
because they offloading the truck.
only one person got one off, and then another one tried to get
It was
another
even
one off.
mom.
She got a
Mom,
box?
Mom, you should be ashamed of your damn self, Mom. You should be ashamed of yourself, and I wish you get locked up. I don't care who Grammy you is. You should get locked up because you're thieving. Mom walking in the video, going and thieving the alcohol off the truck. Big, grown, old woman, you should be ashamed of yourself,
Yeah.
along with the rest of y'all that decided to thief from the poor Chinese man who was driving the truck.
Yeah.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, and I wish the video I saw was brighter so that I could
We
see
could
y'all
identify
face.
people.
So all of y'all could get locked up for thieving alcohol.
Y'all get better phones from
Trifling,
alive.
You're shiftless, you're lousy, and you're criminals.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
is theft.
Not even teething out of need. Just.
That is theft.
Shiftless?
What? What? I said wrong? It wrong? What?
No, I think.
Steve.
Thank you, Kelly.
But y'all should be ashamed of
Not to be
yourselves.
confused
And
with
you know
syphilis.
what was more disturbing, Gail? Guess what? People, and this is where we so messed up in this country.
Yes.
People with that video were actually defending the
people.
Bahamians and saying, that's right. These Chinese, they won't buy up everything and own up everything.
Oh,
You need
wow.
I actually
I
saw
had some Chinese for dinner, and I
Bahamians
was off the chain.
defending the thieves because they feel like Chinese.
justified.
They feel it's justified because Chinese have been buying up a lot of stuff in the country, and so they feel like they have the right
they're
to
not the
steal
ones
from them.
patronizing them.
And guess what? And you know what the thing about it is? That is one of the symptoms of racism.
Go ahead, talk about
Go
it.
ahead.
No,
expound on
it is because you see them as vile and you see them as less. You don't see them as a person striving and conducting business. So you think it's
Or you see
justifiable.
yourself as less.
No.
You see them as more.
No. you see someone that it's okay to take advantage of them and there's no repercussion, so we could violate them, and nothing is supposed to happen to us.
Yeah.
So we have that.
Like we have a pass.
That's a symptom of a racist thought.
Truth.
Yeah, Reagan say something
Uncle.
about Kenika Jenkins. What's that? I don't know
The
if that's
girl
the
that got
Kenika,
put in the freezer in
yeah,
Chicago.
In Chicago.
It has nothing.
She was 19 years old.
Yeah.
That's not like a
She
topic for
got
another
got
day.
lured
Yeah, it
into.
is.
She
It
she
is.
went
It
to
is.
hang out like you would go and hang out with your
At a
friends at a
hotel
hotel.
room.
And apparently the girls, what the story is from the street aspect,
Yeah.
is the girls set her up because she was jealous of her or whatever, and allowed her to be raped and murdered and what's
And
not.
her
That's
body
not-
was found
that's
in
not
the
exactly
freezer.
And
what
her body was
Yeah,
found and
that's
stuffed
another
in the
topic,
freezer.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
that-
And
that's-
it was on Facebook Live. A part of it was on Facebook
Oh,
Live.
wow.
Not the
Right.
actual event, but the girl went live while she was
Oh,
screaming
wow.
for help and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a
Yeah, we got
couple-
that. That's
And
a
turned
whole,
up the music and whatever.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
big
whole
one.
different show. That's a whole different, because we are there. We done run on for more than the time anyhow. That's an hour and 10 minutes. We got one way beyond. So I just wanna we can wrap this
Is
one up.
Gail
I'm
up?
We cover
not a
everything,
pilot.
right?
What?
I'm not a
What?
pilot.
Yeah, Gail ain't no pilot. Someone
Why?
asked him if Gail is a pilot. I don't know.
Shameless plug.
Well, what you do? What do you do?
Oh, I do marketing.
I is do marketing. Let's fix it
It's
up.
named
Yeah.
the Catalyst Group. What happened?
Let's fix it up.
She said
I
I
is
It's
do
named the
do.
marketing.
Catalyst Group.
I is do marketing.
That's what she
I
said.
do marketing.
Yeah. That's the logo. That's the motto, the slogan.
Yeah, shameless
Really?
plug also.
Go ahead.
Check out my I have a new blog. It's called Hard Worker, Bad Employee. I'm
Ooh.
basically recording all of my employment experiences, which are many.
It's
sounds
written
interesting.
or
Trying
it's
to
a
turn the negative
vlog.
into positive. It's written.
Oh,
I
you
should
need-
vlog.
you
That's
need
a
to
good
do that in
idea.
the show.
It's
Yeah.
still evolving. It's new, but go to
Gail.
H.
Again.
Bad employee. Hard worker. HWBE.info.
Yeah.
Are there any comedic
You know,
I don't-
experiences in there?
Yes.
You know I don't like.
Can I
audio,
film it
Gail.
for you?
You gotta do a audio.
Okay.
or
Can we
video.
do a reenactment and then?
You need to do audio version
And this
of that.
is why you present your ideas and you present things that you're doing, so you get perspective, you get
Yes.
additions and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna be better because of
Yes,
Jay
you need to do
and
audio and
So
video.
there you go.
Because I won't
now
see
I'm
that.
gonna evolve.
I'm interested.
Okay.
That
cool.
sounds like a
interested.
great series.
Yes, I'm actually interested in that.
I'm turning
because I'm sure a lot of
turning my
people can relate to
experiences
it.
into a yeah, and I want to help. I want to help other people who may be kind of like me, hard workers, we're bad employees, and there is a way to win in this world. So yeah.
Awesome, good.
I'm coming for sponsorship alive.
We don't give Jay no plug because Jay done run 5 commercials.
We all plug
What?
each.
5 commercials.
Come on,
two,
give me one.
2 1-minute commercials
Give me
and
one.
and 2 30-second commercials before I cut them off.
My
me
lord.
one.
No plug,
Just
Jay.
one.
No plug, Jay.
Just one.
Shameless
You get one plug,
plug.
and it better don't be none of these companies. What happened?
Read that comment for the Cookie Caterer. www.thecookiecaterer.com 422-6534.
You're too kind. You're far too kind, Stephen. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate that. You're far
And
too kind.
subscribe. Good job, Kelly.
Yes, thank you so much.
Listen to the Morning Madhouse 6 to 10 on Hot 91.7.
Hold on now. That's another major corporation. Hold on, Magic.
We can do that little
Stop
thing.
I'm-
digging up these major
I am linked to
corporations.
some serious people. What you want me to say?
Hey, listen. We need to be seeing some residual income from these ventures that you
Agreed.
in.
I can need a shirt.
If you can be bigging these people up.
What's
you
going on
understand?
over
We don't bake these big
Makeovers.
corporations up that don't want to support small people. You understand? So make sure you work that out. Anyhow, people, we appreciate y'all. The people
Yes,
that are
thank
viewing
you for
on
tuning
Facebook
in.
Live, we appreciate you. People on SoundCloud. Also, go undertherug.com is the website. All the shows are there. Under the Rug is there. Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur is there. Chrissy Love Live and Raw is there. All of the
Shirts.
shows, the audio. We have the T-shirts, the Entrepreneur to
The
Entrepreneur
paraphernalias,
T-shirts are
yes.
there. If you'd like
Buy
to
it.
purchase and support the shows,
Buy that.
please go. We don't ask for money outright. We want to give you something for money because we know y'all like to get something.
If
Please
you'd like
go
to
ahead.
advertise, contact us. for
Contact
rates.
Lakeisha Taylor, It's Lit Media on
Lit
Facebook.
Media.
If you want to advertise your products, we do a good job. You see how I sold that? You all could have
It's
swear
lit.
I was a pastor just a couple minutes ago.
It's
So I
lit.
can sell your product.
Yes.
So, yes, just tune in. Go undertherug.com, SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn Radio. We on all those platforms. You have no excuses. You are able to tune in every week. Thursday, 5:30 for this show, 4:30 for Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur. And until next time, people, educate yourself. Stop calling people dumb if they don't know something. Rather, educate them as opposed to insult them. And love one another, man. We got too much conflict, too much people around for no good reason on Facebook. Stop doing that. That ain't gonna help the country. And stop thieving from the Chinese and justifying it because they are savvy business people. That is wrong. And yes, stop stealing. You deserve to get locked up for it. Stop stealing. So until next time, people, we appreciate it. That's it for the show. Thank you, Gail. It's glad to see you again. We appreciate you. Appreciate you every time, Jay. Love all of you. Bye.